Wait a second. We are live on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitch, on LinkedIn. Um, Guys, should we boycott Canada Day today? I woke up today and my wife had put my Canada Day t-shirt on my night table. And when I put it on, she said, "Oh, by the way, there's people boycotting Canada Day today because of what happened in residential schools. There's a lot recently in the news, and I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news for since 2017 because of the environment where I worked at. Oh, there's a thunderstorm right around us. This is beautiful, my friends. So there's I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news because most of the news I watched back in the day, like at the fire station when I was a firefighter, we watched like the news would be in the background in the kitchen all the time, all day. And there was a lot of negativity. And I heard the guys at the station like making negative comments about immigrants, about after 9/11, like talking, well, a few years after 9/11, talking about like how immigrants or Arabs were terrorists, and I'm like, why would you say that? Have you ever dealt with a Arab person like one on one? How would you consider that they would be all terrorists? And there's been so much. Let's say if you watch the news and you're not aware of history, well, you might have some thoughts. You're thinking that uh, some people you're gonna have negative thoughts. So I decided to cut the media, the news channel out of my life since 2017. So I wasn't aware of that. The people deciding today to boycott Canada Day because of what happened in residential schools, and I'm glad my wife shared it with me because I decided to boycott it as well. Not to wear my Canada Day T-shirt and celebrate today. I'm just in the middle of a storm, so there might not even be fireworks today. But why? Why? Because I've been made aware of the history with residential schools. How Canada had, like the government had a policy about assimilating indigenous people so that they would become essentially white, so that we could eliminate the indigenous race. And this was done in partnership with the government, with the Catholic Church, working together to assimilate the youth, the indigenous youth. So bring them to schools, take them away from their parents when they were 3, 4, 5 years old, and the indigenous people would not be able to talk their own language. They would not be able to practice their customs. They would be taken away from their family. It's raining a lot right now. Taken away from their family at a young age. And unfortunately, in the residential schools, there was a lot of disease, sickness, bringing all the children together in big rooms, um, rape, abuse, violence. They were beaten. It's raining a lot on my computer, so I should stop this recording now. Um, but guys, this is why I chose not to celebrate today. But now we have to move forward. And the people at the fire station, they always call me the defender of the underdog. And just because I would defend, like, why are you criticizing this person, or why, like, there was sometimes like a bitching fest in the morning about like other firefighters, other people at the station, a chief that they didn't like, and criticizing it, and criticizing other races, the people that they would see on the news. Well, if we don't know our own history and how Canadians have treated First Nations or Indigenous groups in the past. Um, Now, if you're made aware of how it was on residential schools and the history, I believe that to move forward, to say like, to forgive ourselves for what we have caused, and to forgive ourselves, um, like in the present, as humans, as humanity, we're all in this together. And unfortunately, in humanity, well, there's people that wanted power. They wanted to control others, and there's genocides that have happened. And this was like a mini genocide in Canada to assimilate the indigenous groups. So this is why I decided to boycott Canada Day today. Um, I celebrate our country, our land, our beautiful planet. Um, but I'm not celebrating our history. And I think to move forward, we need to teach indigenous customs, their customs, how they celebrate the land and treat the land. This needs to be educated. The white children in the schools, this has to be taught to them. How to communicate with nature, how to celebrate our environment, how to take care of our planet. This has to be in the present moment. This has to be done in school. So, my friends, it's raining so much, and it's like leaking on my between my butt cheeks on my chair. um, but guys, if you decide to celebrate today, know that you're celebrating the land that we have. You're celebrating the planet. You're celebrating all of humanity, and all of humanity now working together and collaborating rather than competing. And those genocides that have happened around the world, where the Jewish people during World War II, um, towards all the violence, and like in Rwanda, the genocide, in Canada, during our history that we are not taught during school. Like when I was a kid and I learned about the history of Canada, it starts with Jacques Cartier that discovered Quebec, um, an explorer from France, and how like Canada was colonized, and how we were dealing like trading furs with the indigenous people. We need to learn, and this is only when I was in law school. I took some extra classes that I learned about the true history of Canada, and how we want to assimilate the assimilation policy from the government to completely destroy the indigenous race, and erase it, make them, to convert them to being white people essentially, so that they would get good jobs, become lawyers and engineers, and learn the language, and forget about their traditions, their customs, their beliefs. We need to celebrate it. We need to bring those customs, those beliefs back. We need to teach people, to teach the white man how to celebrate nature, how to live in harmony with nature, with each other, with our planet, and all living things. And this is what Planet Karma is about as well. This is about the movement, because I've been blessed in 2017 to be invited on reserves to look at the economic development and co-participate in projects. I've been blessed to learn some of the customs, and learn so much about how we can respect our elders, live in harmony with our elders, and learn so much from them, which is something that indigenous groups do so well, is that the elders are so important in the community to teach to the youth. They're so important in making decisions within the community, while let's say us, the Westerners, or the white people, tend to like place their elders in retirement homes and then forget about them. So we have so much to learn from respecting the land. Aisa, how are you? Greetings from Mecklenburg. We have so much to learn from indigenous customs, and I wish we can teach that in school. Like instead of the assimilation policies from residential schools, we're going to turn that around and teach the indigenous customs to the white man, the white kids, so that we can live more in harmony. And I see truly from my heart that I am sorry as a human, as we're all together in humanity, we're all connected. I'm sorry for the past, and now to move forward, we can truly forgive each other, forgive ourselves for the wrongs that we have caused as humans, forgive others for the bad that they have done to us. And this applies to wherever you are in the world, my friends. It's not if you're indigenous or not. I know there's a lot of conflicts around the world, and it is time to forgive. It is time to forgive ourselves for our mistakes, for having hurt others. It is time to forgive others for having hurting us, and now find ways to collaborate so that we can live in harmony, and co-create together a world where we live in peace, in harmony, with ourselves, with each other, with our planet, and all living things. So my friend, thank you so much. And whatever you decide to do today, if you're Canadian, if you're in Canada and you decide to celebrate or not Canada Day, it is truly up to you. Know that I am celebrating our land that is absolutely beautiful. I'm celebrating our planet, nature, like all of humanity that I'm celebrating, but I'm not celebrating our history because some atrocities were caused in the past. The history of residential schools and how we wanted to assimilate indigenous people was truly hurts my heart, and I'm saying sorry for what we have done. And now let's move forward. Let's live in the present, because guys, it is never the past. It is never the future. It is always the present. So what can we do in the present so that we can live in harmony with ourselves, with each other, and our planet? So my friends, the Wasteland Plan, nice to see you. I see you as well. I love you all, my friends. Peace and love. And remember, guys, when you do good, good things come back to you. And this is the journey that we're about to embark on with the Karma Train show that we're producing, the pilot, really soon. Guys, we're going to travel across the country in Canada from the East Coast to the West Coast. And we're going to see a different cause in every location that we stop by. And the people that are working on this on this cause, we want to ask them why this cause is so important to them in their hearts. And we want to share, we want to help them, truly help them with our arts, bring humanity together so that we can connect with this cause and make a difference together. So guys, join this journey. It's going to be such an incredible adventure. And all of you at home are part of this journey, because we're all connected as humans. We are all made of love, and we're all meant to create together. So guys, let's create a world where we can all live in harmony with each other. And live in harmony with our planet, because we have not taken care of our planet. There's plastic pollution everywhere, and it is time to live sustainably in harmony with each other, our planet, and all living things, and kind of live and learn a lot from our indigenous groups, live in respect of nature, of Mother Nature. So my friends, peace and love. I love you all, and we'll see you guys soon.